In Minnesota, we have 425 different species of bee. A third of the food that we eat is pollinated by the honeybee, which is one of those species. Last year, beekeepers lost 50% of their hives, and that's hard as a beekeeper, it's hard as an industry. The work that they do for our ecosystems and our food systems is critical. The things that we need to help bees are tangible things that we could all do. Pollinate Minnesota is an education and advocacy organization. We teach about bees with bees, so I put people in beekeeping suits and we work hives together. I do that with K-12 audiences, adults and youth. And then I'm a lobbying organization too. So I do advocacy work at the Capitol and smaller municipalities, work with cities to pass resolutions, schools to change their practices on their grounds. Yeah, working for a better Minnesota for pollinators and people.
Honeybees are suffering from 1,000 cuts, you could call it that, from many maladies. And some of them are bee problems, so they have a parasite that sucks on their blood. They have diseases that weaken them. They have a number of these, unfortunately.
The things that make it hard to be a bee these days are the lack of habitat for pollinators, so they don't have as much food to eat as they used to. Pesticides are a major part of the issue. And we need policy change to help them, especially around the pesticide issue.
Well, recently, and really under the leadership of Erin, the city of Minneapolis passed a resolution to lead by example, saying that we would no longer use pesticides on any city-owned land and that we would do pollinator-friendly plantings that would be good for pollinators in our city.
I think people want to make a difference, but aren't necessarily sure exactly how. And so it laid out some ideas for the steps that people can take.
If we get these things happening at the local level, as we've seen in Minnesota, it's a domino effect to the state level.
The work of Pollinate Minnesota is really, really important. So I'm so glad that Erin's out there. We really need political advocacy. Minnesota is leading the nation in all of our initiatives to help bees and other pollinators. But we really need that interface between the public and our legislators. They need to hear from us in a unified voice, and Erin can be that voice for us.
I think that bees are so important and people are realizing how important they are because of the role they play in the entire food system, and that it's a much bigger picture.
There's a lot of amazing work around bees in this area in our state that needs to be done, and we need your help to do it. Please visit pollinateminnesota.org to learn more.